All right, good morning, guys. So today's workout is going to be called a 60 by 60. So the way that this will work is we'll do 60 seconds of a cardio move and 60 seconds of a core move. I'm going to use the bike today for my cardio move, but anytime I hop on the bike, it is equipment-based cardio. If you don't have equipment, I would suggest you do something like running in place, high knees, jumping jacks, but stick with one of those three exercises for your cardio. Some of the other cardio moves that we do will not require equipment in terms of cardio equipment. You will need a set of dumbbells today for dumbbell swings. And if you have a small resistance band, you can grab that as well. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get started with warm up. So just stretching a little bit into our hips and our hip flexors. So let's just start with a squat down, but I want you to hold at the bottom. Tuck your hands, your fingers right underneath your toes, and push your hips up and back. So let's just stick with that for right now. So driving your weight back into the heels, back into the hamstrings and the glutes. And when you drop those glutes underneath your hips, open up through the chest. And just go ahead into that for two more. And release that. Go ahead, stand all the way up. Let's get some big arm circles. And then alternate right arm back, left arm back. Let's just loosen up the shoulders a little bit. Get some planks ahead of you. Nice. Both arms are going to come up overhead. Clasp those hands, reach up and out of those obliques. And then back to the center. Up and out of the obliques on the other side. Up to the center one more time. Up, center. And release that. Let's go ahead and take those squats a little bit more dynamic. So just down and up. We're not going to do too many squats. I know some of you guys have been doing a lot of the boot camp classes. So you've been doing a lot of squats and lunges and jumping. And so just a couple of these to open up the hips and warm up the quads. One more. Make sure you have room behind you. I want you to just take a reverse lunge. As you send that leg back, arms are going to come up overhead, and you're going to reach towards that front leg, coming out of the oblique, and then switch sides. Reversing, it's your lunge, reaching up and over. Take these first four a little bit slower. And then let's go ahead and pick up that pace a little bit. Coming up, back, and over. Come into the last one. Nice. And let's just start to jog in place. Loosen up those shoulders, loosen up those arms. Right here, we're just going to get some high knees, but you don't have to go all the way up just yet. Just drive those knees, maybe midway. Pump your arms. Just try to get that heart rate up. It's soft landing on the balls of your feet. And release that. Awesome. I want you to come all the way out to your plank. And just hold right here. So just make sure that your hands are in underneath your shoulders, pushing that floor away, maybe puffing up through the upper back. And then let's send those hips up and back for a downward dog. Pedal out the heels. Stretching through the calf muscle. And then into your forward plank. And again, up and back, downward dog. Pedal out the heels. And then forward plank. And then here, up and back, and I want you to go ahead and send that right leg all the way up to the sky. Maybe the left heel comes closer to the floor. Open up the right hip, bending the knee. Just get a great big stretcher here. And then return that right foot to the ground. Come back to your forward plank. We're gonna do that one more time. Up and back. Left leg rises. Open up through that left hip. Right heel down toward the floor. And then return to your plank. Walk your hands all the way back in. Come on, all the way up nice and tall. From here, let's get our good morning stretch. Hands right behind the head, elbows nice and wide, feet hip width apart. Push those hips all the way back. So maybe keeping a slight bend in the knees as you warm into this. This is important for those dumbbell swings. To loosen up through the hips, glutes, hamstrings, low back. Give me one more. And then from here, we're gonna come all the way back down to your plank. And all we're gonna do is just 10 froggers. So we're gonna hop the feet in nice and wide, and then hop them back. Just 10 reps, here we go. And on that last one, come on all the way up. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple moves here. A couple moves that we have not done yet. Again, if you have a band, you can use it for the 4-point frogger, which is our first move of the morning. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. But if you do have a band, it should be on the medium side of things, not super heavy. So your 4-point frogger is gonna be your body down in a plank position with your feet starting just a little bit wider than hip width apart. From here, we're gonna take a jump, feet towards your hands, and then feet are gonna come into the center, back out wide towards the hands, and all the way back. So it's a wide jump in, narrow jump, wide jump out, wide jump back. So that's our 4-point frogger for this morning. From there, we'll be doing plank, and then we'll come into your cardio equipment or a run in place. We'll come into a plank after that, and then that will be where your dumbbell swings come into place, right after that plank. From there, the only other exercises that might be a little unfamiliar to you are your knee drive and your Russian sunrise, and we'll get there. I'll do a little sample right before we go into that move. So we're gonna get started. If you have the band, you're gonna wanna band up for that frogger. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. You're still gonna get a lot of cardio here. So we are on for 1 minute, so 60 seconds of work and about 15 seconds of transition time. You don't have to go very far after this first one. So let's start back in our plank position. Feet just a little bit wider than the hips. Hands right underneath the shoulders. On 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we're coming wide in, narrow, wide out, and back. Wide jump in, narrow, wide out, and back. And then I want you to just add some tempo so that you get max work in this cardio piece. So you're about halfway there. Try not to move those shoulders away from their place above the wrist. 15 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Coming wide in, wide back. 2 and 1. From here, we're gonna just take a forearm plank. Get ready. So just holding a forearm plank for 1 minute. Come on up. Elbows are right in line with your body. Take a look back at your toes. and just holding, right? So really working on core strength and core stabilization. So we're halfway through. So simple exercise right here, right? Not much to think about. Just have to breathe your way through. And I am a big fan of the plank, just for core strength. Last 5 seconds. And release. Let's go to your cardio equipment or run in place. That's what you've got. Cardio equipment or running in place. We've got 8 seconds and we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So I'm looking for you to work for just 1 minute. Not a sprint, but it's steady endurance, upper end aerobic. Maybe tapping a little bit into your anaerobic zone without sprinting. Come on. Last quarter to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Coming back in to a plank. Forearm plank. Get ready. Down to the ground, heart rate's up. And let's go. You're in. So the challenging piece in this is being face ground and breathing. So let those lungs expand to the side. Try to catch your breath here. Coming up on that last quarter. Hang in there. We're going to be coming into some dumbbell swings in just 10 seconds. Breathing, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and grab those dumbbells for dumbbell swings. So we're pacing for 1 minute, which can be a lot for these swings. Remember, cutting in at the waist and landing your plank. Here we go. Soft bend in the knees. Squeeze the glutes. Keep your chest open. Arms come up. Shoulder height. It's perfect. Your eye gaze should just follow your body's movement. So we're never jacking that neck up. Halfway through. If you feel like you need more bend in the knees, just take it. All right, a little tighter in the hamstrings. Belly's pulled in. 10 seconds. Keep going. We're gonna be coming down for our side plank in 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Whew. Nice little cardio segment there. Getting ready. Side plank on the right. And you can keep this really simple. Simply stacking those feet, or if you want to stagger, top foot in front, that will offer you a little bit better base of support. Otherwise, just holding All right, I'm gonna give you some options. Right now we're just working on core stability, no movement. Coming out of the collarbone and just lifting that lower hip. Forming a nice straight line from shoulder to hip to knee. So we're about to enter that halfway mark. And if you want to add a dip, you can. Down and up. Land at your straight line from shoulder to hip to knee. You don't have to do the dip, but it's there if you want to. Come on. Allie gave us some awesome oblique work the other day. If you were in that class, I'm feeling it. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Get back to your bike or your cardio machine, or you're going to run in place. So we got 8 seconds. 5. Heart rate might still be up a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. And we're in. So 1 minute here. Steady pace with whatever you're doing. You're either running in place, you got a bike, you got a treadmill, you got a rower. Maybe you decided on jumping jacks. Whatever you're doing. Upper end endurance. Seconds. Come on. Hit the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Side plank left. Simple as that. Come down. Stacking or staggering. Elbow right underneath the shoulder. And breathe. Let's work on just core stability. Just stabilizing the entire torso. Your starting point. And breathe. So we're hitting that halfway point. You can opt to stay here, or you can add that dip. And remember, we're trying to stack vertebrae and make a straight line from shoulder to hip to knee. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Stand up. We're going to do a knee drive. Simple move, lots of quad loading. Little step back. You're going to come in and step back. In and step back. All right? So from here, we're in on the same leg. In and back. So a way that you can intensify this is to come in and back. Keep that back leg lifted. So we're in and back. Bending into that front knee, standing at the top. In and back. So a lot of quad, a lot of glute. If you want to hold on to something, you can do that. So if you have something to help stabilize, maybe you get into the full range and you can kick back a little bit better. All right, try to keep that leg lifted. There it is. So your left glute should be fired up right now. Whew. Try to keep those hips stable. Oh, quads are a little tired today. 3, 2, and 1. All right, do the same thing on the other side. So every side's a little different. You see how you feel. We are looking for balance. So you're either going to keep that back foot towards the ground, or you're going to be able to hover it. Here we go. We're up, sink, stand tall. Sink, stand tall. So it's not about speed. It's about balance and strength in the glute. So the cool thing about this is that we work a big muscle group like our quad and our hamstring and glutes. It automatically is going to require more oxygen, so this becomes your cardio. Balance in the foot, right? It stems from the foot. 15 seconds. Two and one. All right, from here, Russian sunrise. So this is where I'm going to use my 10-pound weight, my lighter of my weights. You're going to take a Russian position, right? So going ahead and hinging at the belly, scooping the abdominals in. Weights are actually going to come up over the shoulder. You're going to come down to the right and then right up over the shoulder to the left. So we're here. We're up and over. Make sure that you get right up over those shoulders. So you're going to feel this all through the obliques as well as your lats. Come right up and over. Don't worry about speed. I want you to get full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down. A little bit of a torso twist. Hold that low belly in, little curve in the low back. 3, 2, and 1. If you have that band up. We're gonna come back into that 4-point Frogger. You don't have to use the band if you don't want to. I'm not gonna use the band. The band makes it a hell of a lot harder. Here we go. Into that plank, wide stance. Remember, we jump wide to the hands, into the center, out wide and back. Hang in there halfway. So we go wide, in, wide, back, wide, in, wide, back. Don't forget to breathe here. Exhale is just as important. 10 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come down to the ground. We're almost through our first round. We're only doing this whole thing twice. Knee to elbow. So you're going to come all the way back. Hands are beside the head. Elbows are pointing towards your knees. Knees are bent. We're coming here. Knee to elbow. Crunch. If you need to scale back, right, you can keep those knees in place, those heels on the ground, just crunch here. Or you can do one at a time, right? Otherwise, 2, knee to elbow. Imagine that those hands are like a magnet. There's a magnetized field between your hands and your head. So your hands don't move. They stay right here. Try to keep them in their place. Scale back if you need to. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell swings finish us off, and then we get a minute rest. So kind. All right, get ready. Remember, hinge, hinge, plank. Let's go. Kick back, and you're up. 1 minute. Squeeze the glutes. You have a rest period after this round. Drive from the hips and the glutes. Be sure from the plank that you're not overarching the back. Over halfway. Five, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Oh, full rest. 1 minute. Perfect time to grab some water. Just breathe. Let's do a little check-in. Okay, plank position. Here are those froggers. Let's go. In and out. Wide in, wide out. Wide in, wide out. Say it to yourself like a broken record until it's just natural. You're in. Wide in, wide out. So get those glutes lifted and engage through the belly. We call it a 4-point because it's making 4 points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wide in, wide out. 20 seconds. Wide in, wide out. Oh yeah, that band just makes it brutal. And it just makes it brutal. So if you're in for like all out Spartan effort, then you can band up. This morning, I'm gonna nix that band. 5 seconds. Come on. And rest. From here, little breather, but we're coming into our plank. Coming into that forearm plank. If the forearm plank's a little too much, do a hand plank, right? I find the forearm plank really gets into my core a little bit better. So I like to opt for that. Summer's right around the corner. Not sure if we'll be able to go anywhere, but just in the case that we are able to go somewhere, it'll be nice to have a freshly sculpted core. Right here. Just holding. And you can intensify this. If you're really on your game today, you want to raise up a leg, go for it. All right? Raise up a leg for 5 seconds, raise up the other leg for 5 seconds. But don't lose balance in those hips. Low belly's in. 15 seconds to go. And then we've got cardio equipment or run in place. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, so you're either in cardio equipment or run in place. Get ready. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Let's spike that heart rate up a bit. Get right in. And if you're using a treadmill, I like to just let that treadmill run. Just let it run so you don't have to fiddle with speed. Push, 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 push. Capture those last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Forearm plank. So tough transition. Heart rate's up. Way up. Here we go. Forearm, or hand, you're in. Whew. Trying to catch my breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. There it is. Kick those heels back. Lengthen your body. Last few seconds, and we've got dumbbell swings. 3, 2, 1, rest. Dumbbell swings are next. Big inhale. All right, 3, 2, remember, we hinge and plank. Here we go. Hinge, plank. That's it. Let's go, crew. Come on. Thank you for getting up this morning. Whew. Your long commute to work, this will be worth it. Come on. Let's go. Use those glutes. Almost. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. What do we got? Side plank. Side plank on the right. Up down to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. We're on. Just holding. Right? Stable. Stabilizing shoulder, rib cage, torso, hips. Squeeze the glutes. Now, if you want to add that dip, it's an option. Down and up. Down and up. Restack every time. With control. No slappies. And rest. To your cardio equipment or run in place. It's the last time you see this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Heart rate up. Halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Side plank. Left side. Ready? You're in. stabilize. And it's interesting, you know, every side is different. Every side, front, back, right, left. You got strengths in each zone, and you probably have some weaknesses in each zone. So as we get to that halfway point, are you adding a dip, or are you just stabilizing? Right? Whatever you do it really well. Tend to the finish. Come on, don't give up. I know it can be easy to give up, right? You're hanging out alone, 2 and 1. Well, we're here. We're here. And I want you to do it just like we would in person. Knee drive. So, remembering, we're coming back. We're loading into that front leg. We're standing up tall, knee drive. Hold on to something if you need to. Here we go. Right up and back. It's all about bending into that front quad, that front knee. Oh, my legs are shaking. Woo. So if tapping the floor is good, stay here. If you're feeling like, all right, now I'm in, I'm balanced, and I want to work on kicking back, keeping my leg elevated. I'm struggling. Come on. Legs are shaking this morning. Woo. Good. Slowing it down, it's helping me out. Take it back, loading in. Back, loading in. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Yeah, so slowing down help you out a little bit. Whew, shake that out. Same thing on the other side. Find a place to start that works for you. 3, 2, and 1. Coming in. Back. Loading in. Your knee should follow the same direction as your toe. And as you get in and stabilize, you could probably lift that back leg. I feel like if I whisper, I may have a better chance of balancing. Come on. Is one leg, one side, have more balance than the other? One side have more strength than the other. And rest. All right. Coming into that Russian sunrise. This is where I'm going to grab my lighter of the weights. I'm going to grab my 10-pound. Remembering I'm coming up and all the way over. Kick back in the hips. Scoop the belly out. Arms rise. And let's go. Twist. All the way up and over. All the way up and over. Shoulders. So maybe you follow with your gaze. That's too much for the neck. Keep your focus forward, like you're holding a tangerine between your chin and your chest. Ten. And rest. We're going in to that Frogger. So this is your cardio here. Coming down, plank position. Here we go. Wide stance, and you're in. Wide in, wide back. Wide in, wide back. Wide in, wide back. Shoulders and chest are forward. Fire it up, fire it up. Hop, hop, come on, hop. You can give me one of those too. You can give me a hop. You might wake some people up. You might get those dogs barking. Push, 10 seconds. Right through, right through. Finish it. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going knee to elbow dumbbell swings, and you have hit the finish. So close. Knee to elbow. Lie back. Hands kind of magnetized outside the head. You're in, you're back. So maybe those shins don't really move and they're angling with your knees. Try to stay a little robot-like and just working through the core to rise. Rising upper body, rising lower body. Super controlled. If you move too quick and you get sloppy, you're missing out. You're missing out on that abdominal burn. Sculpt those muscles. Ten seconds. 2, and 1. Come on up. Your last move, 1 minute, up swings, kicks you right to the end. You can do this. 1 minute of swings. 3 seconds. Hinge, plank. Here we go. Hinge, plank. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Stay with good form. Honest movement here. These are athletic zones. Aerobic, endurance, less than 25 seconds. To the end. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Whew. Those weights down. Nice job. Little breather. Don't stop moving. Water if you need it. Whew. Nice work, nice work. I look forward to seeing you at whatever class you do next. We're on tonight at 5:30 with Allie and boot camp, and Trisha tomorrow morning with another cardio core. Nice job, guys.